Hey guys, what's up? This is Sudarity and welcome back to Sue's Brew Reviews. Today, I know it looks like I'm wearing my Prairie shirt today, but we're actually not reviewing a Prairie beer. Whoa, surprise! Holy shit. We always review Prairie beers, it seems like. We're bouncing back and forth between Untitled Art and Prairie most of the time. But today, we've got a really nice import beer that we're going to look at. Today, we're going to look at Delirium Nocturnum. So, I have had the Delirium Tremens before, or Tremon, or what? Tremens, I think it's Delirium Tremens. This is a Belgian brewery that's been around since 1654. That's kind of crazy, honestly. That's pretty dang old. Really love the bottle, the way that the bottle looks here. It looks amazing. Got that cool pink elephant kind of mascot on the front for the brewery, and they have this. The bottle is a really interesting material. It's almost like it's got like kind of flecks of like blue texture in it, and it's a white kind of like almost porcelain colored glass bottle. So I believe they kind of sprayed the outside of it and just painted this glass bottle. But it looks really cool and it feels really nice. It's super premium feeling. But this is a Belgian ale and 11.2 fluid ounce beer here, and it is 8.5% alcohol by volume. So pretty hefty alcohol content on this one. And this is definitely the first beer by Delirium that we will have reviewed on the channel. So pretty excited. I've never tried the Nocturnum before, and I'm a pretty big fan of Belgian beers. I definitely like the St. Bernardus, both of the Wit and the Abbot 12 that they make. But yeah, this is, and it's really cool. They've got this kind of wow, what the hell is this stuff? It's like almost like tinfoil kind of covering the cap here, and it just really gives it a nice premium sort of finish to it. But anyway, I'm expecting it to be kind of golden, but it is Nocturnum, so we'll see. Oh yeah, okay, wow, I don't know why I was expecting golden actually. So yeah, this looks like the same kind of color as a St. Bernardus Abbot 12 almost. Wow. Oh my god, my pour is so terrible here. We poured this into our frozen mug, and not sure, but this is quite a heady beer. I gotta pour it a little better, a little slower maybe. But man, I can smell it. It smells so good already. I can smell it from here. We're gonna still let that settle down just a little bit more. Give it a smell. Wow, okay. That's got really interesting nose to it. It almost has like this kind of tutti fruity smell to it. If you know what tutti fruity flavor smells like, you'll know what I'm talking about. Wow, it's like almost smells like bubble gum. It's really weird. I'm smelling some like kind of prune, kind of maybe it's like prunes that I'm smelling. Prune, kind of raisin. But it's like fermented fruit. It really does smell like fermented fruit to me. All right, sweet. So we've got those notes. Let's look at the color here. Wow, really dark, very nice kind of thick color to it. Very hazy. You cannot see through this one at all. I mean, if you hold it up to the light, it gets a really, you probably can't see that, but it gets a really sweet golden kind of brown color to it. So it's a very pretty beer. This is definitely a beer's beer from a look standpoint. I mean, just look at this thing. Beer. All right, let's give it a try. Cheers, y'all. Woo! Oh man. Okay. That's pretty cool. There's a lot going on here. So on the nose, I was talking about those kind of fermented fruit, the fermented fruit aromas. But on the taste, I'm definitely getting almost like a caramelly sort of. Wow, dang, it's so complex. Wow. Okay. How am I gonna explain this? It's definitely got a super rich character, just kind of like the Abbott 12. So the fermented fruits are in there. It's got this almost caramelly, kind of like dark burnt caramel sort of taste to it, which is really rich, and it's got a little bit of bitterness as well. So it's like burnt caramel with just a hint of bitterness, with those dark fruits in there, so like figs, prunes, raisins. Very, very complex. This one, and it's the alcohol content, you can definitely feel it. You can definitely get that. It has that bite, that alcoholic bite to it. It's not like some of the prairie beers that have really high alcohol content, but they're masked by the like the sweetness or the kind of overindulgent, like thick quality of the beer. You definitely get the alcoholic bite here, but it's really nice. The bitterness and the bite complement the kind of like dark fruit notes to it and the dark kind of caramel taste. Wow. Yeah, that bitterness is coming through even more on like consecutive sips, I would say. But this is a really connoisseur's beer. This is really delicious. Very, very good like sipper. This is not a chugging beer. It's not overly refreshing because of its heavy kind of nature. The mouthfeel is pretty. It's not the smoothest mouthfeel ever. It's not like it has lactose or anything in it, but it's also not a dry beer either. So it lays somewhere in the middle ground between like being refreshing and like something like a stout where it's not very refreshing. So I'd say it's somewhere in the middle. But it's definitely one to be drunk slow, to be kind of observed, and I'm sure the flavors in this will open up even more as it warms up. Beers of this complexity, especially Belgian beers, tend to open up more and more as they get warmer. And I'm expecting some more of the sweetness of the fruit to kind of shine through as the temperature rises. But this one I really, really like this beer. Belgian beers, especially things like Delirium and St. Bernardus, they make really, really good beer, and they've been around since 1654. So, they're doing it right. I would love to go to Belgium just to tour some of these breweries. It'd be so cool. Wow. Man, they know how to drink. They definitely know how to make a heavy, complex, and kind of very, very enjoyable beer. Really a big fan of this one. I'm going to have to give this one... I'm going to have to give it a 9, honestly. I think this beer is very well deserving of a 9. I would like to compare this to the Delirium Tremens, because the Nocturnum, I believe this might be like a darker style of the beer, but yeah, it does it for me. It's not very sweet. It's got that little bit of bitterness. The complexity is just immense. You really have to try this for yourself. If you ever see a Delirium and Nocturnum, this may be a seasonal beer, I'm not really sure, but it's a great beer and you should give it a try if you're a fan of Belgian ales. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching Sue's Brew Reviews, and I will see you next time. Till then, I'll see you guys on the stream. Peace! Let's get some TFTLP, boys!